Over-tourism is a huge problem in Europe. Where is it an issue and how are these places fighting against it?
Now to Barcelona, with summer travel season underway, tourists are filling the city and protesters are spraying them with water.
Is Spain really banning British tourists this summer? That's what the headlines have been saying this week, but the truth is much more complex.
Rich countries are starting to hate mass tourism. And before you say racism or Indians are being targeted, no, this is happening everywhere. Thailand, Japan, Bali, parts of Europe. Locals are getting frustrated. Governments are tightening the rules. And tourists are being separated by two main categories: high-value tourists and low-value headaches. And yes, Indians are becoming part of the conversation. Now, before anybody gets emotional, listen carefully. I am Indian. In the past, I have defended a lot of non-defendable actions of Indians because truly I do think Indian gets stereotyped unfairly sometimes. But this video, this is basically the other side of the story, the side nobody wants to admit. For years, these countries wanted as many tourism as possible. More tourists meant more hotel, more business, more restaurant, shopping, more money. Simple. But now, a lot of countries are realizing that mass tourism brings crowding, noise, bad behavior, crime, trash, and disrespect. And even worse, locals are getting pushed out of their own cities. You think I want to stay in my local place if I see a lot of crime going on? No, I'm going to move out. That's why places like Japan, Spain, Bali, making to the headlines, and of course Thailand, are all starting to push back in different ways. Now, Thailand is interesting in so many other factors because we all know Thailand absolutely wants tourism. And yes, not denying, Thailand heavily wants Indian tourism too. Clearly, the numbers prove it. Even though I would go ahead and say Indian tourism have exploded, but here's the important part nobody's talking about. Wanting your money doesn't automatically mean respecting your behavior. Those are two different things.
When people come to Thailand, we want them to relax, have a good time. But there's a line. One that makes us ask, when does frivolity become disrespectful? Does having a good time mean breaking the law? A recent uptick in tourists testing the limits of Thai hospitality and Thai law has put these questions at the forefront here in the country that, let's face it, depends on tourism.
Thailand is already talking about value over volume, meaning they don't just want more tourists anymore. They want tourists that spend well, behave well, and don't create social problem. And honestly, that's where the entire world is heading, because rich countries are slowly realizing that all tourism is not equal.
Thailand has long been the go-to international getaway for Indians. Affordable flights, easy visas, beaches, nightlife, and shopping, all just a few hours away. But now, Thailand is tweaking the rules. The Thai government has decided to end its 60-day visa-free stay, a move that could directly impact Indian travelers.
Now, this is where Indians online completely lose their mind. The second this topic comes up, racism. They hate Indians. Western propaganda. Relax. I'd say let's just use common sense for 2 seconds. Different people from different places keep repeating the same complaints, then maybe there's least some truth inside the pattern.
You can't be shouting like that. That's not right. You can't be doing that. You need to take it out.
And this is the uncomfortable truth. Reputation is not built by your best people. It's built by repeated, visible behavior. And here's the ironic part. India is one of the most religious countries in the world. In Hinduism, there's even a phrase, Atiti Deva Bhava. The guest is like God. So then why do some people leave India and suddenly behave like civic behavior no longer matter? You are not going to do that inappropriate dance in front of your mother, your sister back at home. Why here? Why in Thailand? That contradiction is exactly why this topic keeps getting exploded online.
guys are not doing right, so it is important to film. We are not getting the reason. I need the reason and refund. Tell us the reason and written mailing confirmation. I need reason first. I need reason first. Why you guys are not allowing Indians to enter? You are not allowing Indians to enter basically, which we have observed. No.
I think it's pure racism.
It is racism. This will go to Indian embassy now.
Now let's talk about clubs banning Indians. Because yes, that crosses into discrimination. I agree, blanket treatment based on nationality is wrong. No question, but here's the mature answer. Discrimination can exist. And reputation problem can exist at the same time. Both things can be truth. But emotionally screaming racism at every criticism fixes absolutely nothing. And honestly, if rich tourists from America, Europe, Japan, Korea, etc. ever start pulling away from certain countries, let's use Thailand for example, those countries, Thailand will become more selective about what kind of tourism they prioritize. That's reality. Don't forget, every country wants money, good image, low problem and social stability, not chaos, not reputation damage, not constant complaints from local. Ma'am, one photo please. Ma'am, one photo please. Stop. At the end of the day, the solution is not emotional denial and it's not self-hate either. It's simple. Move better. Travel with awareness. Respect local culture. Carry yourself properly like you would back at home. And stop acting like entitled abroad. Because when you start traveling internationally, you stop being just yourself. You become sample and people judge entire group based on a sample. So don't bring shame to me. I know that's unfair, but it's real. And honestly, this conversation is only going to get bigger over the next few years. Because my friend, countries are starting to ask new questions. What kind of tourists do we actually want? And whether people like it or not, behavior is becoming part of that answer. Anyway, let me know what you think. Do you think this was mostly racism? Or do you also agree that tourism behavior is becoming real global issue? And if you've traveled internationally, have you been to India? Have you been to Thailand? I would actually love to hear your experience and all my viewers can learn something from it. Drop it in the comment below. Until next time, thank you.